Willie, what was yesterday's practice like after ending that winning streak and playing well? Was it different, or is it just
Ending the
business
winning
as usual?
streak.
Ending the losing streak with a win.
No, it was a good practice. A lot of smiles. Guys running around a little bit with a little pep in the step. I think we all know when you win, you just got a different vibe around here, and it was good to see our guys back in that vibe, back in that mode, and seemed like we got our confidence back, and guys were focused.
Taj looked so good in that running back role on Saturday. What do you envision his role being going forward? More of a slot guy still, or back to running back?
Well, we're considering where we're at with our offense. We're just trying to find ways to get the ball in our playmakers' hand to try to continue to create offense for our guys and make some plays, be able to move the ball. And last week we thought the way we used him was a good way for Taj. And we got to continue to find ways to get him the ball. The kid is very talented and electrifying when he has the ball in his hand. So every which way we can get it to him, we got to find a way to do that. Again, to help us create some offense.
On the left, Tyson.
What did going through some of the losses that you did during your first two rebuilding projects teach you about just keeping guys' confidence up, or essentially what did you learn from that you're able to use now?
Well, one is it's hard when you take over a program, because usually you're taking over a program that's been losing. So there's a culture there, and usually that culture where it's all negativity and just no energy or no excitement. And so the one thing we try to do is be positive and energetic and focus on the things that we need to in order to get better, and not just the overall or just losing. We focus on the things that causing us to lose and work really hard. And a lot of times it's a challenge because it's not just the players, it's coaches as well. Because a lot of time when you take over, you have new coaches. I look at our coaches here. A lot of these guys hadn't been part of a losing streak from some of the places they've come from. And so keeping them upbeat and excited too is a challenge. It's just human nature when things aren't going your way to get down and out, and just always go back. There's a right and the wrong way to handle adversity, and a negative and a positive way to do it. And we try to lean on the positive way and just work on getting better, because there's always another opportunity until the last game.
All right, Preston.
Coach, you had mentioned that you thought you guys could still win without Justin. You just needed everyone to play better around Braxton. After kind of watching the film, what was different about the rest of the team around Braxton that allowed you guys to play better?
Well, I think it all started with the energy. We had unbelievable energy on the sideline, and really starting Friday, I felt it Friday, just our mood in practice and just how guys was flying around and upbeat. It was totally different than past 3 weeks. And so you had a good feeling then that something different was going to be in this game. And then on Saturday, just same thing. They moved. They were walking around with a lot of confidence, in themselves, and then just to feel that energy on the sideline and how guys were really locked into what we wanted to get accomplished. It made difference in the ball game. They were really focused on getting each other better, themselves better. I think each individual committed themselves to doing that, and it made a world of a difference for us in that ball game.
Willie, considering the way your offense had played the last couple of weeks, how big was it for your defense to have the type of performance they had? It seemed like, kept holding Utah to those field goal attempts, and then even that one touchdown they scored was sort of kind of a fluke play.
Yeah, it was big. Not only was our offense struggling, our defense was struggling too. We were giving up 30 points or more in that losing streak. So we were just struggling all over, and it was just so important that we all play better. And that's what we saw out of our football team, that everybody played better on both sides of the ball. And I think with our defense, what we saw was the passion and the energy that they were playing with. It's like after every play, guys were celebrating with each other and excited about being out there. And that makes a world of a difference when you're out there. It's hard to stop people, and you got to have fun while you're doing it. And we challenged our guys to go back to having fun. That's when we were playing really well early in the year. We were having fun. And we challenged our guys to keep them out of the end zone. We're getting better in a lot of areas. We wasn't getting better at keeping them under 30 points a game and challenge our guys. So let's keep them out the end zone. And it was great because we challenged them, and they did a hell of a job of doing that. Besides that fluke play you talked about, they did a hell of a job of keeping them out of the end zone when Utah got down there. They got down there a couple of times, and we held them to a field goal, and then they missed a field goal one time. And it was great, too, because we fumbled the ball on our side of the field, and that's something that had killed us in the past where teams get the ball and they score. And our defense stepped up to the challenge when that time came. And that's how we got to be as a defense, you know, and not feel bad because those things happen, but be excited about the challenge of what we have a chance to accomplish during that moment.